Hello, YouTube, and welcome to episode 7 of my Cataclysm Let's Play. Hopefully, we stay alive this time a little bit longer than the last time. That would be real nice. We did a lab start. We're making some progress. We're finding some stuff. So far, though, the lab has been not giving very much in terms of libraries and barracks, which is a problem since we started with computer skill to try to hack our way into libraries and barracks. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can improve our luck. I think luck is with us this time. I think we're going to do well. That is our first X-Acto knife. And another Panaceus. We have 2 of those now. And more water. Water is very important right now. It'll keep us alive. And a bar of soap. I like soap. Now, I don't think we can create anything out of the mop. No, I'm thinking of a broom. If we had a broom, that would be really useful. We already have a sewing kit, so I will unload this one for the thread. Actually, now that I think about it, that may have been a mistake. I'm going to reload the sewing kit, and I'm going to pick it up because I think we left our sewing kit down on the other floor where we had a maybe base, but we decided to stay around here for a while, so there's no harm in having 2 sewing kits, really. What are you? More samples. We'll say no for now because we're still hoping to find an advanced computer book that'll improve our abilities to hack into these things, so we'll say sample locker. We can remember where this is. Cargo pants, you say? What are we wearing right now? No pants? Just a lab coat? Can we wear these pants without them conflicting? No, we can't. Interesting. Wait a minute, what was that? Pair of scissors pants. Weird. So we do have pants, but they're showing up as pair of scissors pants. That's very weird. I don't mind too much, though. Drop the cargo pants. Still looking for some sort of a... bandages are good. We're looking for some sort of a crowbar or a claw that we can use to open crates. We still have not found that, though. I think that was a sound. All right, more zombie scientists. Oh, we already marked that there were zombie scientists in this room. Energy cola. A teleporter. Could theoretically be useful in the future. We have a filter mask already. I think we're wearing it even. Yes, we are. Though our cartridge is pretty low, so let's take the cartridge. Another messenger bag. Might as well wear that. It's better than our briefcase. This is good. That's a lot of food and a lot of water. Don't think we need the encumbrance. Not going to worry too much about goggles. Besides, the goggles, they do nothing. Ooh, what do we have here? Gasoline fuel cell. Again, we're hoping to find a computer book before we start trying to break into these. So let's just mark this on the map. We're also hoping to find some sort of a weapon that might allow us to survive a bit better. Oh, another prisoner containment. That's terrible. We are not finding anything useful in terms of locked rooms. There have been no barrackses. There have been no libraries. Those are our two things we are really keeping an eye out for. What's down here? Stairs up. Is that the first stairs up we've seen on this floor? Might be. I'm going to mark it. Okay. That is a dog. Oh, and it's come right through the door. I wasn't expecting that. Probably should have expected that, but I wasn't. What do we do now? I think we go around. I think we run. Might as well look in here while we're going by. Okay. Dog. So let's drop this briefcase. Stop the bleeding. Hands are too encumbered. Really? Why are my hands too encumbered? Oh, we do have safety glasses already. I didn't realize that. There we go. Let's just hold on to the gloves for now. We have a hot plate, I believe. At least we have it in our little temporary home. We'll take the battery. Might as well take the Mary Jane. You never know. I don't think we need to look in that room. I think we should just escape. Right, right, there was a dog in here. That's okay. We'll take the super glue. Actually going to mark the water, because I'm not sure if we found an unlimited source of water. There's a noise below us, so let's start by going up here. Soldering iron. That's a tremendous find. That's going to help us build things that we need. Still haven't figured out what's making that sound, which is a little bit concerning. It's not a turret, is it? No. There is a zombie security guard in here. What are you? Bionic vault. I like finding that. Again, we'll mark it. Another stairs up. That's good. Back home. We forgot to mark on the map that this is our home. That is where we said we're going to make a home, right? I think so. Might have been a floor up, you know. I'm surprised I don't remember. Let's mark off all of these as explored, just in case we lose our map. Another bionic vault. Good stuff. Looks like we got a follow from Sluggy Dude. Welcome, Sluggy Dude. More nutriment. That'll keep us alive. There's some noise. Yeah, I am still alive in the lab, Sluggy. I've become an expert in dying. This is my second day of streaming Cataclysm. So far we have died twice. And both times it was due to utter stupidity and not at all something that we should have died from. It was the being totally careless. But this lab, on one hand, we've been very good at surviving. On the other hand, the lab has not been generous in terms of what we're really looking for, which is a a library and a barracks. We haven't found either thing. We've gone through, I think, 3 complete floors maybe now, and nothing. So that is really unfortunate. We also haven't found anything resembling a weapon. There's been no machetes. So, yeah, we've explored a lot. Here, here, and here. And, yeah, so far so bad. But we will persevere. Eventually, we started with a high computer skill. We have a computer skill of 6. Put a lot of points into that. So we are kind of hoping that we may manage to find a library that has a book that'll raise it to 8 before we start opening locks. But if we don't find one, we don't find one, and then we'll just start opening locks at 6. A barracks would be real nice, though. Might be able to defend ourselves. Broccoli and cucumbers, good. There's more water here. We found water in the last floor, though, so I'm not too concerned about it. We have found a lot of food and drink. And more panaceas. That's the 3rd one we found, so we can definitely survive an infection. There's no doubt about that. Now, where's this stairs down lead? Here, okay. We also haven't found any sort of a crowbar that we can use to open crates yet. Lots and lots of water. So how far are we underground right now? Only 2 floors. So this would be the top floor. It's interesting. It's a double staircase. That suggests to me this might be the only way up. I don't think I've ever explored a lab complex like this before. Interesting. So I think what we're really learning from being up here is that we're not ready for it yet. We need some sort of weapon to get past all of those zombies and both scientists and security guards up there. Might as well take a purification tablet. That might save us some water boiling later. Labs are absolutely great for dying on accident. Now, I am trying to remember. It's been a while since I've played in a lab. And I think since the last time I played in a lab, I think they got rid of the deadly turrets everywhere situation. I haven't actually found a single turret, though I'm trying to be careful to look before I leap, regardless. I'm not quite sure, though. I'll wear the watch. I have a cell phone, I think. Oh, no, I have 2 watches now. Whatever. It's fine. If 1 watch is good, then 2 watches is surely great. More blobs. I'm not going to open that door. You can't make me. Might be a dog in here. There is a dog in here. That is, however, a closed door. There's a blob. Okay, Sluggy says that he thinks all random turrets were removed, but there are still some in specific locations. And there is our barracks. So now we have a real question. We can try to get in with our 6 computer skill, which should work. Or we can be extra safe and wait until we have explored every possible location for a library before we do. I think I might avoid the weapon locker at this point for that reason, because 6 is, I don't know, probably something like a 50-50 shot at the weapon locker. But I think our shot at actually getting into the barracks is quite high. So this is a real decision point. It would feel bad, though, if we don't go into the barracks and then we die to something that we could easily defeat with like a pistol or a combat knife, which we will find in here. So I think I'm just going to try. Wish me luck. There it is. Oh, I thought that worked. Then it turned out it didn't. Well, that's terrible. Boo earns. Oh boy, that feels like a big setback. I think if I remember right, the only turrets that exist now are either in the weapons lockers when you don't successfully hack in and you instead break your way in. I'm not going to go in there. Or in the finale room on the lowest floor. I think. I'm not sure. And uncertainty is a wonderful source of death. You know what? Let's just kill this guy. We just have to be crafty about it. Come on, buddy. You can see us. Oh, come on. That's one. That's two. What do you have? Nothing. Cool. You already have that. I wasn't doing this earlier, but I feel like killing these security guards is a pretty good idea. Come on. I thought you saw me, but I guess not. There you go. One. Two. That is a good find. We have a baton. That is easily the best weapon we found yet. It's not a great weapon, but it's something. And a good battery. Worth taking. Filthy combat boots might be worth grabbing too. They are in very low condition, so I think I'm just going to leave them alone. Kind of regretting all this wandering around the labs, not killing security guards using dissectors. I mean, it's not that hard to do. There's really no reason not to kill them when you find them. See, this... Oh, there's an eye... Yeah, what do you call them? Manhack. That's the word I'm looking for. Maybe they've replaced the turrets. So that definitely looked like it was once a turret room. Oh boy. So, good news, bad news. Good news, we have ourselves the first auto dock that we found yet. The bad news is that is a gigantic naked mole rat. And it's already killed a skitterbot, and there's another skitterbot, which it will very soon... Oh no, it's killed 2 skitterbots. And this is going to tear our lab apart. And it's going to tear our auto dock apart. Well, well, well. What do we do? I can tell you what we don't do. We do not go in that room. Oops. Huh. I have half a mind to send the manhack at it, but what are the odds of that working out well for us? Very low, I would say. Come on, be a crowbar or something. No. Or a hammer. Crawling zombie does not worry me whatsoever. So let's just take a tour around the room. What are you? Samples. Still stinging a little bit over that barracks problem. This is the naked mole rat room, but I feel like tempting fate slightly. If we can figure out where that mole rat went. There's a rebar there. Well, that is interesting. Sharpened rebar would be a terrific weapon for us at this point in the game. We have fabrication books, I think. The mole rat's probably right next to it. Can we outrun a mole rat? I don't know. Should we try? Probably not. I say as I take the risk anyway. Run away. We now have a rebar. And the mole rat is tearing its way through the place, trying to catch us. Where was our home again? Right there. Okay, let's go home and see what we can do with this this rebar. Maybe we can use it. I think we've more or less searched this whole floor. I wish I'd zoomed out and checked before we left it. Well, right here. There's doors over here. That's going to be a room of some sort. That might be a library or a barracks. It's probably worth checking that before we leave. Same with down here. So yeah, let's do that. Mole rat be damned. Be nice to draw the mole rat to this up staircase where he could go upstairs and work on those scientists and security guards for us. But again, that seems like it's fraught with danger. Weapons testing range. That's something I've never seen before. I don't think I have anyway. Should I tempt fate again? I think so. This time it worked. Now, what is in a weapons testing range? This might be where turrets are now. That would make a great deal of sense. Every step I take, I should watch to see if there's a visual message, or see if there's an audible message saying, run away. So we've got some weapons books. That's okay. I like having a piercing book. Especially when we have a sharpened rebar and we intend to make a piercing weapon out of it. This feels dangerous. Let's say no. Let's look through the door first. Okay. This is terrifying, being in a room that I've never seen before, not knowing what evil might await me. Okay. So far, so good. Let's just drink some orange soda. That'll, at least make me feel better about my impending doom. Armory. Again, we could tempt fate or we could wait. I want to tempt fate. Nope. The reason why I'm tempting fate over and over again in these here armories is that if we find a good weapon, we will likely avoid something that would otherwise kill us. It's just a little blob. Can't hurt us. Don't know how it got out of that blob room, though. I certainly didn't open the door for it. Okay, now there's one more closed door that could have ended up being a good find for us at the bottom. Now there's a reason why we haven't fully explored that. There's a security guard in there. Is there also a trap for him? I don't think so. Not nearby. I don't want to have to draw him all the way back up here. I could. I might as well. We're full stamina. There he is. Come on, buddy. Don't have much vision. Could be because we're wearing, I think we're wearing safety glasses. Yes, we are. It's probably not the best thing. There's some light. Follow us. We'll have to go down the same way. I like to keep doors closed, so... Let's take off these glasses. I want the extra square of vision. How did you grab a hold of us? Why are you so smart? What is happening? There we go. That was way harder than I expected it to be. Took a couple hits. The room we were looking for is down here. Library. Now, if this has a computer book, I'm going to be very angry at myself for having been impatient enough. I think we already have an autobiography. Yes, we do. For being impatient enough to try to hack those things. And 301 will not do it. To try to hack those things without practicing our computer skill first. Lots of good books, but no computer books so far. No computer books. So I'm of mixed mind about that. On one hand, computer books are very good, and it would have been great to find one. On the other hand, oh gee, I didn't see you there. So what do we do now? I think we just trap you in the library. We don't even need to mark it. We've got everything of use. Come on. Trapped. You were in there before, clearly. There's another friend of yours. What's in this room? More books. Interesting. Betcha we're going to find a computer book, because that would be my luck. So far, no. Shoot. Out of space. This veterinary manual is gigantic. Well, no, it's only extremely heavy. It's not actually big. It's very strange. So, what do? We have a lot of water. Don't really need it all, do we? Just make a note here. Couple more books. We'll get back here at some point. Notice our left leg is in fact bleeding, so we will drop the briefcase and the rebar. Patch it up. Now we will wear the briefcase and we will grab the rebar, wield it. And now it's time to go to our home base, which is Right below us, right? Weird. Yes. So all we need to do is find downstairs. Remember where they are. There they are. Where did we store our stuff? I think we haven't actually picked a place yet. Oh no, here it is. This is our stuff, I think. Oh yeah, this is totally our stuff. Okay. Wonder where the nearest light is. Is there a light in this room? Yes, there is. That's good. So, even though we just dropped all the books, let's pick them up again. Being very efficient. All the red books, that is. Make sure that we have them all indexed. Oops. Now, just temporarily, I'm going to grab my smartphone here, turn on the light, and we're going to check to see what we can actually read right now. I do want to get my fabrication skill up, so unfortunately there's a gap in our fabrication books. We can get to skill 1, but we cannot get past skill 2. So we might have to find something to build at skill 2. That shouldn't be too hard. Birdhouse Monthly will go real quick. It's an all-right selection of books, I suppose. Once we get fabrication up to 2, we can burn our way all the way up to a very high fabrication skill. Sure. I guess that super heavy veterinary manual ended up being useless after all. Drop all that stuff. Oh, there's a light right here. I didn't even notice. That's a really good thing to have in our little home base. This is a perfect home base. I love it. Now, what was in that room north of us that was scary? Just a zombie? Let's deal with it. It's too close to our base for comfort, so we need a dissector. Where is a dissector on this map? That would be really awkward if there wasn't one at all on this level. Huh. Not seeing anything. This is a really awkward lab layout for a number of reasons. It's just too bad we lost access to that barracks. That would have turned it around for us. So, this is the top floor. It's interesting that there's a... This says it's solid rock, but I don't think that's true. It is a research facility that we're in. Not quite sure how to get out of it necessarily, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. There was still one more level down we could go from here. We could start killing scientists. There were lots of scientists around. Do I know how to make sharpened rebar? I doubt it. I do. And all I need is a hammer, which I have, and a rebar, which I have. So why won't it let me make it? Maybe because I can't lift up the rebar. That's probably it. It's probably too heavy for me. Or too bulky, so... Yeah, too heavy would be right, I suppose. Let's wield it. Let's see what happens now. Oh, no, it would be because the rebar is the hammer. We do not have a hammer outside of the rebar. That must be it. So how do we solve that? We have to build a hammer of some sort. A makeshift hammer will require a plank, which is easy, and a chunk, which is easy. So let's do that. We need something metal to break. Those lockers look great. And there's plenty of wood around here. So do we have a screwdriver set? I'm pretty sure we do. And we don't have a hammer, clearly, but we do have a rebar. So let's grab the rebar. And that should be the tools we need, I think, to disassemble these lockers. I think. Come on. Guess not. What do we need? Tool with prying. We don't have a tool with prying. Okay, well, whatever. We'll beat it to death instead. Done. Scrap metal and scrap metal sheet? Oh boy, that didn't get us what we wanted at all. Come on. We're gonna beat something to death, aren't we? Can we beat a broken generator? There we go. Now, can we make a makeshift crowbar? Yes, we can. That's great. Things are looking up. Oh, right, we have to wield it. That's definitely a new thing where it's very difficult to actually do anything that requires... it's very difficult to find any sort of bag, rather, that can store a makeshift crowbar these days. Which is all kinds of annoying, in my mind. Now we can make a sharpened rebar. Good stuff. This is going to take some time, apparently. That's fine. Maybe we should have gone up to level 1 and fab first, I suppose. It's not taking too long. Time's just going pretty slowly. Meanwhile, of course, we're leaving that naked mole rat to, like, have some fun, crash through a bunch of stuff, and yeah. Okay, now we have ourselves a sharpened rebar. And that's 15 pierce with reach. I'm okay with that. That's easily the best weapon we have access to right now. Does have reach, right? It's interesting. It doesn't say. I don't see where it says anyway. Used to have reach. The F button isn't doing anything, and I'm pretty sure that's how you attack with reach. Well, that's unfortunate. Is it possible that our weapon of choice is not actually a very good weapon at all? These do say reach, right? Yes, they do. But the sharpened rebar does not. I could swear it used to have reach. Well, that is unfortunate. So let's see. Let's activate this baton we have and compare. Baton versus rebar. The baton is far better. Although, interestingly enough, the rebar is faster, which is very confusing. I totally thought rebar was this big, long spear thing, but I guess not. So that risk we took with the naked mole rat might not have been a great risk after all. On the bright side, we could instead wield the crowbar, and that would allow us to get into some crates. This is not going great, this lab. We are alive, but we are not flourishing. I do like flourishing. Let's see. I mean, the baton is so much better of a weapon, but we can retract the baton and we can carry it with us, and that's fine. And we can bring the crowbar with us. So that's a good plan. Not at all ideal, but it'll work. That is very unfortunate. Okay. So let's just do ourselves a favor and train up a little bit of melee before we move on. Actually, I'd like to eat. Let's use our milk while the milking's good. Any mods? Well, I did play with Aftershock this time. I think that's the only mod I'm doing. I think I turned off rail stations because they're kind of useless and they just take up a spawn spot that could be something far more interesting. I think that's the only things I did other than default are wander spawns, because I always play with wander spawns. I think it's a totally different game without them, and Aftershock. Okay. So what now? I don't think any of this helps us. Like, not at all. I guess we got to 1 fab probably by building the sharpened rebar. Where are we? Yep, we're at 1 fabrication. So let's skill fab. See what we can build with 1 fabrication that could get us up to 2. So if we can get up to 2 fab, then we're going to be able to get a lot more done. So that's doable. 2 by arm guards. We can get plenty of planks and rags. That's fine. Is there anything better? Planks and nails, but we need a proper hammer. We can build a proper hammer. Again, planks and nails, wooden frame. A jack-o'-lantern, that's funny. We could build pistol bayonets, just need spikes, can do plenty of those. Or makeshift bayonets. Lots of options here. Washboard, 1 plank, 1 minute. I seem to remember that learning skills has changed where time actually matters. It used to be just do a million of the 1 minute thing, and that would be the way, but let's try it. Get some planks and build some washboards. It's kind of the old school way of doing this, so maybe the old school can be new again. I'm going to keep that table, I think. Oops. Yep, that looks good to me. Come on, deconstruct. Where are you? There you are. Ah, too dark, of course. This asterisk menu, this construction menu, keeps on growing. It's getting very, very cumbersome. Very long menu these days. All right. Let's deconstruct a couch as well. Get some rags out of it. Might be some springs or something, or wires. What's here? Nails, planks, rags. Yeah. That's fine. Drag this stuff over. Drag that over. Seems good. Now, washboard. Batch. Just try 5, see what that does. Where are we now? We are at 34%. I'd say that's solid progress. So we're hungry now, so let's eat something delicious and maybe get a bit of a bonus. Yogurt will be expired soon, so we'll eat 2 of those. I might as well eat 3. Still a lot of joy in it. Or 4. Now we are very satisfied. Our focus is high. That'll help us learn. So we'll go washboard. And we might as well do... Actually, let's see. We will need a washing kit at some point, but that's just... Oh, okay, that's survival. Ah, do it now. Why not? And then washboard. That'll let our focus tick up a bit while we're doing that. I'm going to go to 9 because I think that'll be enough because of our higher focus, but maybe not. We might need 1 or 2 more. We're at 90%. I think we need 2 more. Batch 2. All done. Now we have 1.5 million washboards, and that's so useful. And we are indeed at 2 fabrication. That's good. So now we can continue to read about fabrication and hopefully get the knowledge we need to build something better in terms of weaponry. Oh, we need 3 fabrication. Did I misread that? I guess I did. We needed to jump 2 spots. Okay, okay, well. If at first you don't succeed, fab again. It's lucky I'm not a believer in the no fab movement, you know? That could be bad. Distaff and spindle is the old way of doing this, so why not? I'm going to grab some more furniture, though. See if we can get some more good planks out of it. Okay. This is going to take a while. It's going to take about an hour. Got plenty of food and water, though, so we're feeling pretty safe that way. Really, the only cost of waiting around here is that naked mole rat. We don't know what he's going to do, but oh well. Hopefully he finds the zombies at the entrance of the lab before he finds us. That would be great. So what did that do? 88%. That's solid. Let's do it 3 more times. Fortunately, there's plenty of planks around here, so no problem at all. There we go. I think we only needed 2, but that's fine. 3 is okay. So now we can read. And actually, I think I'm gonna might as well use my smartphone batteries to play some music and get this going a little bit quicker. We did take skills for fast reading. I believe we did. I like taking fast reading because it's just one of the biggest time sinks in the game, sitting there watching yourself read, and that's not the funnest thing in the world. So we're now very hungry. Let's stop once we hit another percentage. There we go. Drink some more milk. Does the body good. We feel sluggish. That's okay though. We don't need to be quick to read. This is a slow book as well. So I guess we feel sluggish in more ways than one. We're chilly. That's not what I want to see. Next time we hit a percentage point, I'm going to see if I can find better clothes. Could also use some tailoring skill. We have nothing whatsoever to help us with tailoring. That's a problem. Oh well. There are a lot of clothes in these labs, so shouldn't be too bad. What are we missing? Hands. I mean, we're rising. We're going to be comfy now. It's interesting. I thought that the temperatures were really consistent underground here, but it doesn't seem like it. We were cold and now we're not cold. We can wear these rubber gloves and that'll help. So let's do it. Maybe eat something fun. Pudding. That'll be fun. Underground disco. Funky, funky bass line. Sweet guitar solo. Ooh. What I wonder is like when you pick up an MP3 player or you pick up a smartphone, whose playlist is that? Who listens to this type of variety of music? I want to meet that person, whoever it is, you know? It's a very good thing having diverse taste. Starting to get tired. It's now midnight, a little past midnight. This is day one still. We're going to try to build ourselves up from scratch with this very unfortunate lab that has not given us too many advantages, but we'll take what advantages we can get and see if we can get some way to make our way out of the lab. I bet we can. I think we can. I have faith in us. We do have a soldering iron, and we do have a pretty high electronics skill, and I think we have electronics books to help as well. Our fabrication's now up to 4. I think I'm going to check to see what kind of weapons are available on 4. We also have, we should probably think about a cudgel. We have, actually, I should have turned this off a while ago. I should have put it on brawling, but we have fencing. We started with fencing. We're not likely to find any weapons that use fencing in here, though. So what's available on 4 fabrication? Steel spears. This stuff does not help us at all because we do not have welding equipment, and we're not going to have welding equipment. Not in here. Is there anything worthwhile at all? Doesn't look like it. Maybe our whole, like, let's raise fabrication so that we can make a weapon is just not really a thing. Tell you, what we need more than anything is to build ourselves a electric jackhammer. And we took a higher electronics, I think, specifically to get the recipe, or at least I thought we did. Maybe you need electronics 5 to get that recipe. Is that possible? Oh, geez. Maybe it is possible. Maybe we made a mistake there. We do have a couple electronics books. Let's just go on this one, see what happens. Augmentative tech review. We are very hungry again, so let's eat. We're chilly again, but we're rising, so that's fine. We're going to eat a brownie. Why do we keep going back to chilly? That's very weird. And we're rising again. Well, rather than try to figure this out, I think we are tired enough at this point that we're probably going to be able to sleep just fine. Got a pillow in there. Want to find a blanket somewhere else. Let's close these curtains. Nothing that can be closed nearby. Really, game? Oh, it's closed. I see. There's a blanket. Perfect. Just grab that. Drop it over here. And that is the end of day 1. We have survived 1 day. I will say, even though we died pretty quick the last 2 games, we did not die on day 1. We survived the initial challenges of the game, and we got our collection of reading materials in both games. In game 2, it was a bunch of spell books, and the real challenge was finding food, which we did. We found some basic survival stuff, and then we got really dumb because we were being greedy. In the first game, we found a whole lot of books in a school, and we did a really, really chancy day raid, and we got that done. And then we saw a bookstore and thought, oh, even more books, and then we got greedy. So the key this game is not to be greedy and to hope we can find a way out of this here lab, which is perhaps easier said than done. Also, I'm noticing the game is passing very, very slow right now. There must be a whole lot of enemies up above us. My computer is not a slow computer, so the fact that it's taking this long. Meanwhile, I'm noticing the time on that there clock, and I think we're good for this particular YouTube episode. This was episode 7 of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We've only died twice so far, so we're doing pretty good, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're doing terribly. But either way, beggars cannot be choosers, and I, for one, am a beggar. That's the way I choose it anyway. So I'll see you all next time, very soon on that there YouTubes. But until then, thanks for joining me.